Alrighty folks, I just wanted to welcome you back to the Panzer. It's been a while since we've had a good update on this particular project, and today marked a very particular milestone for me and with this build, and I just thought that I would make a video just to share that with you guys and to give you a walk around of the car as well. So where are we at? Well, today was the first day that I literally just jumped into this car and just drove it. So it wasn't a test drive, it wasn't a shakedown. I had to be in work today, so I just made the decision I was going to take this car, and I'm really glad that I did, because it was a beautiful day and the car just drives perfectly. Yes, we have a few niggles that we need to work out, but for all of the struggle, and this has been a struggle with a lot of mistakes made along the way, to actually have the car out there today on the motorway, at speed, keeping up with traffic, no problem. It was just really amazing, and I just wanted to share that. So it's kind of hard to believe that it's nearly 3 years since I actually got this car. I bought this car in August of 2014, and this is now May 2017. So that is a lot longer than I would have anticipated that this build should have actually taken. And the biggest problem that I had was in the drivetrain and in the choice of the gearbox. I have to say I made a very big mistake in originally putting the 5HP24 automatic into this car. I spent a lot of time and a lot of resources on that particular drivetrain, and it did go in the car, and I did drive it. I did test drives, and it did work. But the performance and the efficiency was horrible. It just really wasn't working out for me. And I then manual swapped it to the 5-speed from an E39 donor. It was a petrol E39, and that was day and night different. The car just really started to work for me, and then of course I started to wind up the power a bit, and we blew the crap out of it. So that was gearbox number 2 dead. In order just to get the car mobile, because I'm quite limited here where I work in this, I literally build the cars just in a single car driveway. I needed the car mobile, so I just put in another one of the same gearboxes. I just got one from an E39. And that got the car mobile, but I couldn't really wind out the power to where I wanted it to be. And the thing that the 5-speed showed me was that with that I could get the power out of that Siemens motor and get it on the road. So then we got quite lucky, and there was an E60 diesel being broken in my local car dismantler's junkyard type of a place, and I bought that gearbox. It was a manual 6-speed, which is what we have in the car now. And if you have a look back through this playlist for this build, you'll see all of the parts of that. Excuse me. So that 6-speed is as day and night different to the 5-speed that the 5-speed was to the automatic. The ratios are really ideal for the electric motor. So I think it's strange in a way that I have a car that had an automatic differential in it, and now I've put a manual 6-speed out of an E60 diesel in here, and it's just works. Like, I have so much choice here. I've got, you know, I've got spin the wheels, I've got nice acceleration, I've got middle of the road, and I've got cruise. All of that here just available to me. So that I finally got the drivetrain right in this car, and that was really, like, that was the key thing. So I've been fixing other bits on the car as well. I had a little bit of body work to do and bit of trim and that, but we've a lot more to do on the car now, and I guess I have to now start doing the things you know, that, you know, potentially you would have been doing a year or more ago had I not made all of those mistakes. Excuse me. So yeah, the car today, guys, was a blast. I will set up the cameras here on a day and I'll take you guys along. So that's coming. I'm just kind of lost for words in a way. I can see now how, you know, you can see how people get attached to cars and, you know, get certain feelings from them, but, you know, I've certainly of recent times started to feel it for this particular car. Now, a lot of you guys have also been asking me for numbers, so I'm going to give you some numbers now, so get your pens ready. We're nominally running here at 360 volts DC. Fully charged voltage is about 380 volts, and discharge is about 275. So my work commute is around 70 miles. It's exactly 70 miles. And I'm fortunate that I can charge at work. So I set out this morning, 35 miles. And we used just a little over 30 amp hours from the battery. So 35 miles driven, 30 amp hours consumed at, let's say, you know, on load, maybe probably about 340 to 350 volts nominally. So that is giving us definitely less than 1 amp hour a mile. I'll do the maths again. I really haven't had time tonight to do them yet. So that was at speed too. Like, that was, you know, probably hitting around, you know, 65 to 70 miles per hour on the motorway, and about 30 miles of that driving is motorway. This evening I got a little bit more adventurous and I wound her out a bit. You know, I got the speed up there. And I was expecting, you know, when I came home to have used more power. But when I pulled up, I found that I had used 28 amp hours for, again, the same 35 miles driven, pretty much the same conditions. And I'm guessing that some of that, you know, having consumed less energy on the way home could be due to the fact that, you know, I've cleaned up the brake discs and things like that on the drive up, so they're not dragging. Every little thing like that has an effect. So efficiency wise, very happy with it. So I would say that with the battery we have at the minute, the Renault Fluence battery, it's a lot more power dense than energy dense, guys. So I'm probably looking at about a 50 to 60 mile range with this particular battery. Now, the battery choice for this car is going to be the subject of another video. I have another battery coming on the way. Probably be here in about maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. It may not be suitable for this particular build. My battery goal for this car, definitely now, is to find myself a Tesla pack and probably use about half, maybe a little bit more than half of a Tesla pack. So probably get something in the 40 to 60 kilowatt hour range, and we consume a little bit more energy then because the car will be physically heavier. But if we can keep it at 1 amp hour a mile, which would be about 350 watt hours per mile roughly, I'm probably running about 300 watt hours a mile at the minute. We can kind of get up there near to 200 miles, which is exactly what I want for this car, because my goal next year, I know it's not going to happen this year unless something very very major changes in my life, but my goal for next year is basically to drive this car from my home here in Ireland to BMW headquarters in Munich, Germany. So that is going to be quite a drive. Excuse me, sorry. Whew. Yeah, I'm getting old. So anyway, probably just in time for a midlife crisis, so I better build a sports car. Oh wait, I have one. So that's the Panzer, guys. It is, there's a lot more we got to do. Like I say, we got the battery to look at. That's the major focus next for this car. I want to get it resprayed this year. That's definitely got to happen this year. I've got to get the respray done, and we have to get the wheels refurbished. The tire choice that I made for this car turned out to be fantastic. These tires are really good. They're a Pirelli Cinturato tire, and they have a fantastic rolling resistance, but they're not sacrificing grip. This car sticks to the road like it's on rails. The handling is the best of any car that I have ever driven, ever. It's 21 years old now. The car has a March 1996 build date, and I've replaced only a handful of suspension parts, just enough to get through the NCT test. But the steering is so responsive and so tight. The suspension, the balance of the car, everything is absolutely perfect. I can't really describe that too well. It's kind of something that you have to experience. The Land Yacht is a very comfortable car. It's a very smooth ride, but the handling is crap. I mean, that may be just because I have extra weight in there with the batteries and so on, or it could be the suspension is shot, or I've messed up the weight balance or something like that. Big Blue, the petrol E39 that I have, again, is a comfortable car, but there's a harshness to it. It's very difficult to describe. There's a harshness, even though it's a 6-cylinder petrol. There's a harshness to the power delivery, the way the power comes on and things like that. I suppose I'm completely spoiled by the electrics that way. Anyway, guys, I've probably bored you to tears by now, and you've probably gone off to watch funny cat great videos. so my apologies for that, but I did want to make this video now just to get across to you what I've been feeling. So let's go have a quick walk around the car, and then we will come back and we'll finish up. Alrighty, so let's go do a walk around. Alright, let's go take a look under the bonnet. So first of all, apologies for wind noise if there is a bit. I'm just trying to get this done while there's a bit of sunlight. So underneath here, we're still by no means finished. We got quite a bit to do in terms of tidying up wiring, getting battery shields in, getting battery heaters in. But pretty much all the bits that we need to work the car are in here, installed in a pretty nice fashion. 2/3 of the battery is installed in the front. So you can see that there. There's the two kind of 16 modules in there. For a total of 32 modules up front. Bit of space is left here kind of deliberately. This is where I want to look at putting the air conditioning compressor, because we are going to have air conditioning in this car. Over here to the right there's a lot more stuff. There's the reservoir for the inverter and motor coolant, the reservoir for the heating system, the fluid heater, the power steering pump. So there's quite a lot of stuff going on here. So let's go have a look in the back. So in the boot we've got a little bit of a mess at the minute, because as I said, I've been actually driving this car quite a bit recently, so I've got my charging cables just pretty much thrown in there. You'll see the other battery module in there too, so that's the complete battery pack. There's actually 14 modules here. We had to lose 2 of them just to squeeze in there, because I really wanted to use that space that was available to me if I took off 2 of the modules. Down in the spare wheel well then, we have the battery charger and the AC junction box. We got the cables here for the fast charging system that we'll be putting in. And over there then we have some of our calb cells to give us our 12 volt systems to run just the normal 12 volt systems in the car. So need to really floor out the boot and get a lot more stuff done, but until we make a final decision on the battery and charging, that won't really be happening just yet. Over here on the left end we have our maintenance shut off switch for the high voltage battery. So that's pretty much it for what's back here. Alrighty, so I hope you guys liked a little bit of a walk around, and I hope that this video has answered some of your questions anyway. Sorry it's kind of rambled on a bit, but it's just the nature of my delivery of information, I suppose. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and there will be a link in the description to an email address, which is donations@evbmw.com, should you wish to make a donation to the cause, basically. So thanks guys, and we will see you in the next video, and we'll have some Panzer driving really soon. Be safe, have fun.